Hello and welcome again to Stocks Advisor channel. In today's episode, we will talk about Lordstown Motors Corporated, traded at Nasdaq, ticker name RIDE. Well, RIDE was riding today indeed, and we see that the white candle with some upwards and downward shadows here. So overall, it's very positive, and we finished with doing about 23.34% plus, and for a company with market capitalization of 4.47 billions, it's actually a very big move. And of course, as you understand, for companies like this, these moves, these big candles, they are not happening just due to technicality. This is of course news driven, and the news is that actually the company Lordstown did announce that they have more than 100,000 commercial pre-orders for their EV pickup, and of course that means that it was very positive news. It was welcomed very positively by traders, by the market, and therefore the price is going up. But now, of course, the question is, what's next, especially for the price wise? Of course, globally speaking, for the company, we indeed see that it's developing very well. And we see that recently, from November, the new trend is going to form, so the price is going up. And here, with some waves, we are growing, which is positive. But with this news, after making two positive waves and some volatility levels, now, of course, what's next? We can see here the trend formation indeed, and confirmed many times, and also moving averages are following. We will now discuss this. But what's next from general point of view, from news point of view? Of course, when such positive news comes, it's nice, the trend is confirmed, everything is well, but news did trade. There is a famous saying that buy the new rumor and sell the news, and the situation here is that news did trade already, and you see the volume. When I said news did trade, you see the volume much higher than the standard volume. It's huge, and this huge volume was developed already on the peaking volumes, which started by actually beginning of 2021. So this means that we still, of course, might have a spike, but looks like the wave will finish soon, and then we will start returning towards T1 trend line, and then it will be wise and nice point to enter, because with this news, of course, the company, after some volatility, should continue growing, or at least it be nicely volatile within the channels we will discuss now. But we need to understand that the news was traded, and within this news, of course, there is expectation, but also a lot of traders who want to make a quick profit, and they will start exiting soon. So this is also can be seen here by RSI exponentially increasing. So we still might make one higher candle and going RSI overbought, but then the correction should start. And when the correction starts, still unclear, because this is the zone of big volatility, especially in these news. Could be very strong volatility. Also, you can see it from previous big candles, like the one we started beginning in the middle of November. It was, of course, very big growth, but then with a lot of volatility and correction. The same was, for example, the case in September. After making very nice wave, it was broken, immediate recovery, and then continuing to pull back. So we might see this. So it might, of course, still grow further, but there could be some strong volatilities here. And especially, we need to not to forget that there is a strong trend, and you can clearly see that we almost tested this level today, so that the top ceiling R1, and we stopped at it. So still, we might, of course, open tomorrow with a jump and go higher, but this would be least probable, because if you look at after hours trade, we can clearly see now it's around 0%, little bit lower, little bit higher. So it was minus 0.22 as video was started to be recorded, and now it's plus 0.22%. So it's still volatile, which means it sits somewhere here, and it might be confined within inside this triangle of R1, T1. And after volatility here, then it could indeed make a second wave for the news. So news could work again as a second wave. From technical point of view, this would be the most wise, because if you look at moving averages, they are indeed starting to accelerate. As always, we have three moving averages here depicted at our daily charts. These three colorful lines, these are moving average 20, 50, and 200, being green, blue, and red line correspondingly. Here on the left, you see their legend. So if you look here, all three moving averages, of course, are now starting to go up with acceleration. But this acceleration, so this really moving up tips of the waves, which means that second derivative is higher than zero. These are also caused by this volume effect, which was traded today. So it's not that technically accelerative as it would sound on the lower volumes. And this means that we also don't need to forget the fact that yesterday, the previous trading session, we saw the decline. So we actually, the forming wave was broken, and then with the news, it went up. So means like there is also a lot of bearish effect, could be, and volatility. Actually, this bearish effect added to the news could be a strong volatility. So without saying it cannot break R1 trend, it's still most probably it will be trading within R1 T1, and this makes it the best trading opportunity, because also there are other let's say levels you could see here, for example this one, and we can call it this line like R2, although it's not really a resistance line, it's kind of descending line. So and with these volatilities we could observe some interesting trades. So how it would be advised to play? First of all, it would be advised to play, let's say, within the size of the current body, and let's say all the way until R2. So inside of this, although it's about let's say more than 10% volatility, in the middle it would be the best entry position, because there is a very strong volatility level here as well, if you look carefully. Let's first throw it and then we will adjust. So if you look carefully, there is a strong volatility level here in this area, and this creates it the best zone to enter, because let's call this line then V1. This would be the best entry opportunity here, so we would advise to enter immediately at V1. And then should we spike back, because tomorrow could be some negative volatility here, and then we will try to spike after some volatility. Once triangle R1 T1 is decided, we go up. So here we could go higher. Another possibility is indeed that the triangle V1 T1 will play, so will decline a little bit and be volatile here and then go up. This is also possible. Therefore, entry of this first circle would be the best. And then, of course, if the price will decline, although not of course on the news, because news are positive, but mainly by, let's say, effect of shorters who might be selling the news, then we need to be prepared for this. And of course, then it would be just advised to enter at the best possible, let's say, first average down opportunity, which is this trading channel between these two support lines, S1, S2 in this case, and here it would be the first average down. But of course, very low probability we go there, and especially with this news, but still this stock is very volatile. Don't forget that it went from August from area zones of 10 all the way until 30s, and now it's volatile within this huge channel, so it's still possible. And of course, again, as always, we discuss two average down. If the price really declines again, it could be then only based by some immediately negative catalyst. Then of course we need to let's say keep funds for some strong average down, and this way it would be in this zone. This is almost unexpected, impossible actually, and very unexpected, S3, S4, and here it would be advised to enter again, because this way we will be far above moving averages 20, 50, and even below 200, so it will be a strong piercer here, very good area to enter. But since it's not that, let's say, very possible we go that low in this zone, so it wouldn't be expected, but still we always advise to keep some funds. So how to play here? It's advised to play with the strategy of 1, 1, 2 here with 4 portions, still a little bit tuned more for defense rather than for spiking, because spikes downwards also could be quite strong here, since the news was positive, but it's not traded, it's still pre-ordered that we have. Therefore, it means that the funds you would like to play here, you can split in 4, and then you can buy with 1 portion in 1 second, then average down with 1 portion second, and then average down again with 2 volumes in the third circle, and actually entry positions are depicted here with entries with these dark circles. And then when speaking of selling, of course, if we start from the first one, the first expected line would be R1. It will be quick immediate profit. more than 10%, then we always advise to at our channel to take the profit which is higher than 10%, because we are for consistent trading. You can always check other videos at our channel which describe another possibilities and trade there, rather than trying to keep the stocks. But then it's up to you if you would like. It's still possibility to go higher, but to discuss this we need to look further for the actions, the price action. Should we decline here again, of course the most expected would be wait until R2 continuation and then exit here, because it would be the most profitable position. But if we go all the way down till 2, immediately in the vicinity of S2 would be advised to sell, because then it's all funds will be already in the place, so it's better just to take a profit once it's there, a reasonable one, and then exit to wait what will be happening further. And as always, again, I repeat myself, there are always other opportunities if you go more than 10% profit. It's our strategy. So what we do, we take the profit and we go checking other opportunities, because it's better to be consistently finding the way to trade consistently with profits positively, finding certain patterns of stocks, rather than trying to become rich from one trade. This is usually not possible, and it's kind of a recipe for disaster, and reason why many beginnings traders fail the first year when they start trading. So with this having said, that's all for right. Very interesting stock, very promising, very good news. Could be still volatile, and those waves you can run, both good for mid and short-term traders. For long-term, still too early to say, because we need how it will develop, but perspectives are very good. So good luck with ride. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you are first time watching this video. Also, please press the bell button. This way you will not miss our new videos and new interesting discussions for US-based stocks.